London, popular for being one of the world's known cosmopolitan city, was treated to rich Ghanaian culture on Saturday 9th of August 2014. The event, held at IBIS Hotel, EARLS Court, London, was to commemorate the 15th anniversary of His Majesty Otumfuo Osei II, Asanteheni's accession to the Golden Stool, and to raise funds for two charities, Otumfuo Educational Fund and Sewa Apim's AIDS Foundation for Children. The event, which was attended by a cross-section of Ghanaians and Friends of Ghana, was generously sponsored by Ghana International Bank, a Ghanaian-owned international bank based in the City of London. Present to grace the occasion was His Majesty Otumfuo Osei II and his wife Lady Julia, along with a delegation of chiefs and officials from Mensha Palace, Kumasi. The Shanty King arrived at EARLS Court in grand style, wearing rich and colourful hand-woven kente cloth, ornamented with gold, a symbol of the wealth of his kingdom. Otumfuo was welcomed to the event with pomp and pageantry, as per the customs of the Ashanti culture. The MC for the event, Kwesi Che Dakwa, popularly known as KKD, CEO of the Finest Production, welcomed all to the event and invited Dr. Francis Offe to give the opening prayer.
Today is a very special day for all of us here in the UK, in fact for all of us here in Europe. For anybody who loves culture and tradition, prays for the day when his king will sit in state and whatever talent he has, he can use to serve him. For the king represents the embodiment of all that is good in the state of which each one of us is part of. Today, my humble company, the Finest Productions, our kind sponsors, Ghana International Bank, Our collaborators, E-Image Global and Motorcoms, the IBIS Hotel, Health Court, and all our suppliers are delighted to be of service to you.
In Africa. As corporate
Jules Dakwa, Client Service Manager of the Finance Production, introduced Mr. Joe Mensah, Managing Director of Ghana International Bank, to officially welcome His Majesty and delegation to the event.
Mr. Joe Mensah.
In his speech, Mr. Mensah thanked Otumfuo for accepting the invitation to be the special guest for the event. He applauded the Ashanti-Hene for his visionary initiatives that has become of national importance for Asante-Man and Ghana as a whole.
We have from January this year opened an office in Nairobi.
The Managing Director of Ghana International Bank used the occasion to outline the services of the bank.
And this has enabled us to partake in the funding of many projects all over Africa. And that is why we believe that we are great for doing business in Africa. In the sphere of retail banking, whilst we do not compete directly with the large high street banks, who have the advantage of economies of scale, we provide a very personal service to all our customers and work very closely with all the banks in Ghana as well as in West Africa. To empower our customers access their money on demand, we launched a MasterCard debit card a few years ago, which is widely accepted at ATMs and establishments across the globe, as well as a state-of-the-art e-banking platform. We also facilitate money transfer to Ghana and other African countries through our linkage with the numerous money transfer companies based in the UK. Please do join them. We are your home away from home. Otumfuo, as I said earlier, Ghana International Bank has observed with keen interest the projects you have undertaken as the Asante-Hene in the areas of education, health, the environment, water, and culture. Through your education fund, you have built 42 schools in the remotest areas of Ashanti to ensure that knowledge continues to grow in Ghana. The Nana Sewa Ampim AIDS Foundation for Children provides succor to those who have unfortunately either contracted AIDS or those whose parents have perished as a result of AIDS. You have developed projects to ensure that potable water is readily available for the various communities in Ashanti. To this end, many boreholes have been dug to provide relief, whilst permanent arrangements are made to harness the water resources for all.
Following the Managing Director of Ghana International Bank's address, the Executive Director of the Otumfuo Osei II Foundation, Dr. Francis Ejako-Poku, was invited to share the mission and objectives of the charity and encourage those present to support. In his speech, the Executive Director thanked Ghana International Bank for acknowledging the work of the foundation by helping to create awareness and raise funds for some of the charities under the foundation. To highlight the important role educational charities play in shaping the future of children from deprived backgrounds in Ghana, Dr. Francis Poku shared his personal story.
37 years ago, I walked to a community school from a village. This is a story His Majesty is not even aware of. I had finished the basic school had good grades and I needed to enter high school. I lost my father years back, and my mother was trying to put us together. We were supposed to open school in October, and I was still in the house by September 17. Knelt down and told him, sir, I have finished. I have good grades. I want to go to high school. Will you admit me? He looked at my face, looked at the results. He didn't say anything. And I told him, I don't have the money. My brother will come later to pay. Can you admit me as a day student? Because it's a community about 2 miles away. I can walk every morning and attend school. The headmaster, as the headmaster didn't say anything. He was just writing. And then he gave me a paper with admission on it. Then I told him, I don't have the uniform. Can you please give me, I don't know what happened to me that day. Can you give me a uniform so that I can attend the school? Then he wrote a piece of paper and then asked me to go to the school store for the uniform. Then I told him I don't have sandals. So can I come with what I'm wearing? My brother will come and then buy some for me so that I can attend the school. He didn't say anything. He agreed that I should do that. That is the beginning of the story. Today, I hold a Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Medicine, Bachelor of Surgery, Postgraduate Diploma in Genitourinary Medicine, Postgraduate Diploma in Public Health, Master of Science Public Health, Master of Science Epidemiology and Biostatistics, Master of Philosophy Clinical Microbiology, and PhD. And that is the story. I'm a medical doctor by profession, a researcher, a renowned international researcher. I have virtually traveled to every continent, single continent on earth. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd stand here talking about Charity Foundation. The Tumfor Osei-Tutu Charity Foundation started as soon as the king became king.
The executive director followed on to give a background of the work of the Tumfor Osei-Tutu Foundation. He noted that aside the funds donated by many individuals and corporate organizations, Tumfor personally provided 75% of the total funds used for the work of the foundation.
Over the past 15 years, we've supported more than 6,000 children to acquire education. Some are lawyers, some are judges, some are lecturers. Our motto is that the greatest sin that man can commit is to use money given to you to support your fellow human being and misuse it. And that has been our motto. Executive director and the people who work with me do not receive anything. We are not paid. It's purely voluntary work.
On the initiatives being undertaken by the Foundation for 2015, the Executive Director of the Foundation said the Foundation is focusing on taking IT training into disadvantaged communities across Ghana.
At this point in time, we would like you all to start getting ready to make your donations. And I'd like to thank
The MCKKD called the fundraising to action by inviting the guests present to make their donations. Donors to Otumfor's charities had the opportunity to pay their homage to His Majesty, Otumfor Osei-Tutu II, who personally thanked them all for their support. The fundraising activity was interspersed with cultural display and dance.
Minti obiasa, yenti obiasa, ipa beria siba kuko, ipa mre jo jasi, gabi fosue, yenti obiasa, yenti obia, yenti obia, noa.
Your Majesty Otumfuo II Asante.
A special feature of the night was a competition to select the best traditional dressed male and female to the event, followed on by a photo shoot with Lady Julia. Mr. Atapoku, a member of Otumfuo's delegation on behalf of Lady Julia, announced the winners of the competition.
And 5 best dressed gentlemen. However, going through the crowd assembled here, we thought that we should be
yes, it's so cool, so we get something in common. Pepe, why am I missing one here? Maybe I will know. To me, mommy,
as part of the fundraising activities, KKD auctioned hampers of shea butter products donated by Shea Natural, a cosmetics and home fragrance company based in the UK that use shea butter from Ghana. Okomfrohene Oheneba Akwesi Abeye, on behalf of His Majesty Otumfuo Osei II, thanked Ghana International Bank for organising the event.
Otumfuo would like to extend the special thanks to Ghana International Bank for organising this wonderful ceremony.
He also thanked all present for honouring the invitation by Ghana International Bank to be part of the fundraising event, reminding all of the importance of giving support to a good cause. The successful fundraising and cultural event was drawn to a close when Mr. Ray Sewa of Ghana International Bank to the podium to thank the Otumfuo and his delegation from Mensha Palace, Ghanaian traditional chiefs, representatives in the UK, specially invited guests and friends of Ghana for attending the event.
I would like you all to join me to thank Otumfuo for giving us his time this afternoon and evening. Ghana International Bank has sponsored this event because we hope to make everybody in the diaspora aware that we should help the various charities at home. We will continue to support your charities, and we will continue to support your good work. I say thank you to you on behalf of my Managing Director, Mr. Joe Mensah, and the entire staff and board of Ghana International Bank. And I'd also like to say thank you, a very special thank you, to Nana Komfrehene for his valuable guidance in putting this event together. Without his insights into Ashanti culture, I don't think we would have been able to organize this event as well as it has been organized. The Finest Productions, EMH Global, what can I say? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe that you have all contributed generously, and thank you for making the time to join us here this evening. Nana, yedawase bepi. Thank you.
Reverend Dr. C.J. Buckman closed the event with a special prayer for Ghana and Asante Man.
As tradition has it, we try to, as much as we can, do things per tradition. And most of you that are here, I just wanted you to, as we're thanking God for today, I want you to remember this, that God deserves everything.
Before leaving the event, His Majesty Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II personally went round and thanked some of the Ghanaian traditional chiefs and guests present at the event.